I want anyone from the outside world to find them.
This is not your island. This is our island.
Nor are they particularly happy when new people arrive on the island and threaten their privacy. Hello there.
The first guy we meet is a guy named Ethan. He kidnaps Claire and does all sorts of nasty things to her.
You're just gonna feel a little pinch.
He ends up getting killed by Charlie.
I wasn't gonna let that animal anywhere near her again.
There's this guy, Richard Alpert.
We're looking for someone to remind us that we're here for more important reasons.
Then there's Mr. Friendly.
It's a good thing we found you.
He's actually, in some ways, kind of a nice guy.
I'm not showering in front of you.
You're not my type.
He always has something mean to say, but he makes it sound as nice as possible.
What kind of people do you think we are, Jack?
Kind of people that would hang Charlie from a tree. Kidnap children.
We're gonna have to take the boy.
That's the kind of people I think you are.
But we do know that he is a football player.
Based on the way he throws the ball, I would say he's probably
Not a
on the
quarterback.
defense.
But Mr. Friendly answers to someone.
My name is Benjamin Linus, and I've lived on this island all my life.
Ben is the leader of the others. He is a very interesting and complex guy.
You came striding out of the jungle, John, to make my dream come true.
He's very smart, he's very creepy, and he's very dangerous.
If you want me dead, why don't you just shoot me and get it over with?
Because we're not killers, James.
This conflict between the others and our beach survivors has been brewing for the entire history of the show.
They've attacked us, sabotaged us, abducted us, murdered us. We're not the only people on this island, and we all know it.
For the survivors of Oceanic 815,
That was weird, right?
the search for answers began the very first night.
The first mystery of the island was when all of a sudden the trees were moving and our characters heard a noise and they're wondering what the heck is going on out there.
The first question is, what does that thing look like? Is it a dinosaur? Is the monster man-made? We don't know. Does the monster have some sort of ability to judge you? Locke passed it the first time he saw it, but then later on, the monster grabbed him and tried to pull him into a hole. And then what does it do with that judgment is a very sort of interesting question as we move forward on the show.
Did you see it, Kate? Then I guess we're both crazy.
Now, we've seen what it looks like on several occasions. It's this sort of column of mysterious black smoke. This season, when the monster experiences Juliet, we see several flashes, almost as if it's taking pictures of her. Is the monster a manifestation of the island? We don't know. We do know that when it looks at you, it seems to be able to process certain memories that you may have had.
And some memories can become quite real.
We have learned that the island is capable of these apparitions. You know, Jack can see his dead father. Walt, who was off, in some other place, mysteriously appears for Shannon and Saeed. Kate sees a horse that was part of her past. All these characters are sort of seeking redemption for misdeeds of their past.
Sun and Jin are two survivors who arrived with much to overcome.
They came to the island incredibly estranged.
You think we should do something?
We've learned that Sun had an affair when her marriage wasn't really working out with Jin.
What's wrong?
What's wrong is I'm married.
Once Sun and Jin got to the island, they sort of reconciled their relationship.
We reveal in her past that she had been told that her and her husband Jin would never be able to have a baby. It's Jin who is infertile, not her.
Then we discovered that Sun is pregnant.
Positive is a positive.
But it's impossible.
Oh, no, it's possible.
And the big mystery is, whose baby is it?
That question was answered one night when Sun was brought to the Dharma Medical Station.
You got pregnant on the island. It's just...
These are all people who need to redeem themselves. They've made huge mistakes in their past, and now that they're on this island, they get the opportunity to put all those mistakes behind them.
Charlie, I need you to go get Jack.
I might not know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out. If I can kick drugs, I can deliver a baby. Let me explain. I'm a drug addict. I was a drug addict. I'm clean now.
Get Jack!
Charlie and Claire have a long and complicated history together.
Charlie starts out very early on kind of providing her comfort and imagining a jar of peanut butter.
Stick to the roof of your mouth. Extra smooth. He loves her, and part of her really loves him, but because Charlie was an addict, Claire isn't entirely sure she can trust him. Give them to me.
I'm proud of you, Charlie.
Over time, he has become sort of the surrogate father for Erin, her child, and the three of them kind of comprise the closest thing to a nuclear family that exists on Lost.
You know, I'm not giving up on you either, Charlie. We'll get through this together.
Our characters really seem to be able to rise to the occasion and are incredibly heroic and exhibit qualities that really transcend the people that they once were.
Who's that?
My name's Benny. That's not bad, Des. Not bad at all.
Desmond is a guy who's had an issue with cowardice.
Desmond, what are you running from?
I have to get my honor back.
And trying to do the right thing and be a hero in his life.
I've got to go, and you've got to get as far away from here as possible.
System failure.
Desmond's moment of heroism arrived when he sacrificed himself to save his new friends. With the turn of a key, Desmond destroyed the hatch, releasing the magnetic pressure and preventing global catastrophe. And in the process, he may have provided the outside world with a clue to the whereabouts of the island.
For the first time in the show, we've gone off the island. You find these two guys in this mysterious snow hut someplace, and that electromagnetic pulse suddenly makes the island visible. And they pick up a telephone and they call Penny Widmore, Desmond's girlfriend.
Hello.
I think we found it.
The implication is the island is hard to find, and only because of this extraordinary electromagnetic event did it reveal itself for a moment and was found. That is a big question that remains hanging over the show.
Desmond survived the blast with a surprising new ability.
He starts having these flashes, sort of precognitive visions of things that are going to happen in the future.
How'd you know Claire was drowning? You, hear the lightning as well?
When I saw the lightning hit the roof, you were electrocuted. And when you heard Claire was in the water, you drowned trying to save her. No matter what I try to do, you're gonna die, Charlie.
It's beautiful, isn't it? No matter how much time you spend on the island, you just never get tired of this view.
A mysterious place that raises so many questions.
What is the history of this island? Why has the island been drawing people to it all this time?
The place we're taking you to is special.
Special, huh?
You'll see things there that you never imagined.
The others, where did they come from initially? What is their genesis? We know that the others been able to leave the island, go to and from it. They go and they recruit Juliet.
Mind if I ask you something?
Sure.
What do you see?
We discovered that Juliet, in fact, is a very successful fertility research doctor.
Judging from the decomposition of the endometrium, I would say that the woman was somewhere in her 70s.
No, actually, she's 26.
What happened to her?
What if I told her that you could have complete freedom and money to find out?
There's something inside of her that is really intrigued by this offer.
We're here.
And they actually take Juliet to the island and basically install her as their resident expert on fertility.
My name is Benjamin Linus. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
Her job there is to try to see whether she can find out why pregnant women on the island are dying.
I think it happens at conception. There's nothing I can do about it, at least not here.
Not sure I understand.
The only way to see if I'm right is to take a woman off the island.
No, you're not taking anybody off the island.
Juliet, at a certain point, really becomes aware that Ben is manipulating her, and all she wants is to get off this island.
That's not our agreement. You need to stay here until your work is finished.
It's impossible. The mothers keep dying.
Then we'll find more mothers.
We learned that Ben is sick.
Your problem is a large tumor surrounding your L4 vertebrae.
And right about then, our survivors have sort of entered the world of the others.
Did you see it?
A plane fell out of the sky in the cow. Of course we saw it.
When Oceanic 815 crashes, Ben's got live footage of the plane, and the crash news has already hit.
I want detailed files on every single passenger.
Those files revealed there was a surgeon on board.
Hello again.
Jack and his friends were captured and taken to an abandoned Dharma station where polar bears were once kept.
The Dharma Initiative was doing research on polar bears. They had them in cages. They obviously escaped. They're roaming free.